Okay, yeah. He's got the fucking Kubrick stare going down on his mugshot, though. Caught on cam, Naples man wearing fire rescue shirt arrested for arson. A Naples man is in custody after detectives say they saw video footage of him lighting a fire at a Collier County apartment complex. Garrett Otto Gimbel, again, 2 first names, 40, was wearing a blue shirt with firefighter and fire rescue written on it when Collier County Sheriff's deputies arrested him in connection with the... Okay, so he wasn't wearing it at the arson, he was wearing it when they arrested him. That's not as funny. Him for connection with the fire at the Addison Place Apartments, located at the 8,000 blocks of Addison Circle. This is just off Immokalee Road. Deputies responded to a report of a fire in the trash room at the apartment complex just before 5 p.m. on Saturday. Smoke and flames were already visible when deputies and firefighters instructed residents to evacuate from the building. Firefighters extinguished the blaze without any reported injuries, but investigators with the state fire marshal were able to determine that the fire was intentionally set. Eric Aquino lived in Addison. It was just uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. You have families with their children, and you know it just wasn't called for, Aquino said. No, arson is never called for. Unless they deserve it. Security video showed Gimbel, who lives in the apartment complex, wearing that blue firefighter shirt, lighting papers on fire and throwing them into trash cans through trash chutes. Deputies say witnesses reported seeing Gimbel around the area, 8 minutes before the fire alarms went off. I went down the hall and I smelled the fumes, Aquino said. Courtney Churchill lives in the complex. I guess there's crazy people everywhere and just happen to live in the neighborhood with her, Churchill said. Thankfully, no one was hurt as a result of the fire, and we were able to walk out in one piece, and that's what counts the most, said Aquino. Deputies found Gimbel on the 5500 block of Pine Ridge Road. He initially denied setting the fire, but the detective showed him security footage, which appeared to show him doing that. Gimbel was arrested and faces charges of first-degree arson, felony criminal mischief, and resisting arrest. Neighbors at Addison Place say this isn't the first time Gimbel has terrorized the people of the complex. He was served an eviction notice from the complex after someone saw Gimbel ripping windshield wipers from cars on the property. This caused significant damage. Detectives are continuing to investigate other similar crimes in the area, which that may be linked to Gimbel. Now that Gimbel has been caught and is in custody, neighbors no longer worry about him. I'm just glad it's over, Churchill said. Wink News reached out for a representative of Addison Place, but was told the complex does not have a comment. God damn, look at that fucking stare. That's intense. A man wearing a
firefighter shirt caught starting fires. Good evening. I'm Nicole Gabe.
And I'm Russ McCaskey. Investigators say he may be connected to similar crimes in Collier County. Now, this all happened Saturday at Addison Place Apartments off of Immokalee Road. That's where we find the night beat Zach Oliveri, who explains how deputies caught him.
Surveillance videos showed that man starting the fire. Deputies were sent out here to evacuate the building.
You think they're going to show the security footage?
Sure. Made it easy for deputies to identify him, then arrest him. Jared Gimbel's blue shirt
that's terrifying.
Firefighter, but according to the Collier County Sheriff's Office, he's a fire starter.
I guess there's crazy people.
He was
everywhere,
fighting the building using fire.
In the neighborhood here.
Gimbel gave neighbors in the Addison Place Apartments in Collier County an eventful Saturday afternoon.
It was just uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. You had families with their children, and it wasn't called for.
Investigators say the 40-year-old was caught
on camera,
terrifying, lighting papers on fire and throwing them down the trash chute, then hitting the trash cans, starting the fire.
I went down the hallway and smelled I smelled the fumes.
Deputies and firefighters had to evacuate people from the building. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
We were able to walk out in one piece, and that's what counts the most, and nobody got hurt.
Neighbors say this isn't the first time he terrorized people in the complex. He was served an eviction notice from the complex after someone saw him ripping off windshield wipers from cars on property, causing significant damage. Now that he's in custody, neighbors say
how much damage could you even do to a car ripping off the fucking...
I spoke with a representative
windshield wiper anyway
earlier today about what happened. I was told no comment. On the night beat,
like that's some Kubrick ass bullshit right there. That stare. Like he is. Look at this man. He is staring into my goddamn soul. He confused about what the concept of a fireman does. Maybe he thought firemen set fire. Firefighter is fighting fire with fire? Oh, you're onto something here. We're at 451 Fahrenheit 451, well high. Okay, that's a pretty good joke. Yeah, like, that's fucking Kubrick. That's Alex DeLarge. You're right. Probably caught waking over the scene. Guys like this are dangerous. Hope they lock him up. Help. He was just spraying the body of an alligator he wrestled that morning. Great. Not contribute at all.